Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV. I'm Jenny, and this will be Buffy Season 4, Episode 4. So last episode was the episode with Spike and the Gem of Amara. Now, I've seen, obviously, that both of those things ended up in Angel. And now Spike, we don't know where Spike is or what he's doing, and the Gem of Amara was given to Angel and destroyed. So, and Oz was there. Although I hope he's back for this episode because, you know, I love some Oz. Yeah, and Buffy got used by Parker? Yeah, that's how relevant that guy is. I can't even remember his name. So, yeah, she learned a lesson there, I think. I hope. So it's called Fear Itself, this episode, which makes me think of an episode, might have been like season 2, with like the things that people were scared of. Because there was like, the one thing I remember from it was Buffy's of being a vampire, and like dying being a vampire, and that Xander was chased by a clown, which I remember because it's a clown, and we know that I don't like clowns, so let's hope there's none of that in this one. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. In the comments, what's your fear? It doesn't have to be like a deep dark fear. It could be something really random that you're scared of. I mean, we know mine. I don't like clowns. I don't like spiders and like crawly things. Don't like heights, confined spaces. I'm pretty easy to scare. So yeah, pop yours in the comments below. So grab your cuppa, grab your snacks, and let's watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 4, Fear Itself. And as I say Fear Itself, it makes me think of Hermione Granger in Harry Potter when she says, fear of a name only increases fear of the thing itself.
I don't know.
It's very Halloween.
Is scary, but it's coming more dryly sardonic.
It is Halloween. I meant the music and the movie.
Yeah, it's by the terrifying Fantasia. Fantasia?
Maybe it's because of all the horrific things we've seen, but hippos wearing tutus just don't annoy me the way they used to.
Phantasm.
Well, Erin would be happy. She loves Fantasia.
Still suffering a little postpartum depression.
Bailing on the buff. Does anyone else want to smack that guy?
Yeah, I'll put my hand up to that. It's not the fact he bailed, it's the fact that he lied and bailed. If he'd been honest from the start... You jumped out on a woman walking alone in the dark. You're lucky she only smacked you in the face.
But just know that whatever you decide, I'm occupied.
Ugh. I want an Oz. Happy Halloween in a costume. He's turning American. Is he losing it without a job? Oh, Ethan. Hope he comes back. He was great. That's Murder House from American Horror Story. Ah. That's gonna summon something or do something.
I haven't called. Not once.
You're supposed to be moving on, right?
You just accepted that? I only said that because I thought that's what you wanted to hear.
Well, that's the funny thing about me. I tend to hear the actual words people say. Sensing a disturbance in the force, Master?
Unless you just crack a little bit.
And you feel stabbing is the proper thing. Might be short.
Cut us up.
Oh, I bet it's going to bleed on the symbol and that's going to mean something.
Knives? Fun, yes. Not
No. No, no, no. Shouldn't have been worried about clowns, it's spiders.
Hey, Red. What you got in the basket, little girl?
Weapons,
She probably has.
just in case. Like the tuck sounder.
Bond. James Bond. Insurance, in case we get turned into our costumes again. I'm going for a cool secret agent guy.
I like that thinking.
I'm Julie Park. I figured we had a lot in common. Saying as how I was almost born to stay. And well,
True.
she had that close
A lot of
relationship
throwbacks in
with
this
God.
episode.
And you are? Before I put down my deposit.
How many times in one episode can I say that I love Oz? Oh,
Nice costumes.
that's the people!
What are they supposed to be?
The people that you don't know about, that we know about, but we don't know who they are.
Oh.
Ugh. Can they not hear that? I suppose you'd think it was Halloween party, wouldn't you? So is it like everything they put in there has come alive?
I wasn't scared. I was in the spirit.
And we'll back you up on this, even if they question us.
Mm. Oh, Anya. Bless her. Okay.
It's alive.
Oh. So it's not as scary as the do you remember the ventriloquist dummy?
What's alive?
Not as scary as that thing. Ouch.
Telling me you're telling me? I can't do my job if I have to worry about each of your safety. It's not your decision. Gotta disagree with you then. Oh, of course you do.
Let's all take a breath.
Okay.
Being the Slayer doesn't automatically make you lost. You're as lost as the rest of us.
What?
What are we talking about?
It's a simple incantation.
But now's not the time to let that stuff tear us apart. What I'm saying is I'm right with you, right by your side.
Xander?
Oh, I was gonna say, when it comes to their fears,
Humor.
it's losing
Xander, where did you go?
his friends just disappearing.
Knock it off. This gets over. I'm right here.
This is so typical of him.
Being invisible, it's his fear.
I can handle the dark forces as good as anyone else. It's not that hard. It's just a guiding spell, and I'm careful and all.
It's her fear people not believing in her.
You guys are thinking clearly.
What's Ozzy's fear? Oh. Of course it would be, because he's not in control then, he hurts people.
Need to get...
And his fear is becoming the werewolf and hurting Willow.
Oh, good.
Oh, Oz.
I beseech thee, bring the light. Hi. Hey, I did it. I did you. Hi. We still have to find a way out of the house.
Oh, why is
here's
it
what we should do. Hey!
losing control of the magic is her fear?
Stop! Stop it!
Is it something happening to her friends is her fear?
You're gonna have to create a door.
Create a door, you can do that?
I can.
Oh! He just carries that in his bag? His bag was not big enough, surely.
It's okay. We're okay.
We're not okay. We need to get out of here.
Where's Xander?
Okay, but you jerks are gonna hear it anyway. Not that didn't go to college would have been important to say. I might as well hang out with my new best friend, the new deli head, for you dork scare.
What is wrong with you?
You heard that? You can see me?
Aww.
The icon's called the Mark of Gafnar. I think this is a summoning spell for something called...
Gafnar?
Oh, yes. Somehow the beginning of the spell must have been triggered.
Giles? Hey everyone, it's Giles. Glad you could make it.
The wall's closed up behind us. Summoning spell for Gafnar can be shut down in one of two ways. Destroying the mark of Gafnar.
Chainsaw.
Is not one of them, and will in fact immediately bring forth the fear demon itself.
Ah. It's a handsome fellow.
Gafnar?
I am the Dark Lord of Nightmares, the bringer of terror.
I suppose it's laughter that gets rid of him, because it's not fear. It's the opposite of fear.
He's so cute.
Who's a little fear demon?
Be that as it may, Buffy, when it comes to slaying,
Size doesn't matter. They're all going to abandon him, you know. Yeah.
Step on it. Okay, so that was a fun episode. It does seem to be that the Halloween ones are normally quite fun once you get past the spider bit. It actually wasn't scary. Yeah, so it was about their fears again. Different ones to what we saw last time, but again, people have more than one fear. Again, all fears were good and in line with their characters. Buffy's fear of losing everyone or not being able to save people. Xander's of being forgotten and being invisible. Willow's of losing control of her magic. And the whole I'm not your sidekick thing, I think, was also a part of that. And like that she wasn't valued. Oz, his obvious one of being a werewolf and not being in control and hurting the people that he cares about because of it. So yeah, I'd be interested to know why Giles and Anya weren't affected, or if they were and we just didn't see it, and what their fears would have been. Very believable in the realm of people finding a symbol in a book and just using it with no knowledge of what it is or what it does. Again, even if they had read what it does, I don't think they believed. So yeah, but again, it very much happens. I can remember going to a voodoo shop in New Orleans, and I don't necessarily believe in it or not believe in it, but there were symbols on the floor in the shop, and I remember edging around them thinking, I don't know what it is or what it does or if it's real, but I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, so very believable that people would use those. Interesting to see how American Giles is becoming, getting into the Halloween stuff. I mean, even now, Halloween is still only a thing for some people in the UK, not the way it is in the US. So for him to be like that when this came out, and the fact that he called the chocolate bars candy. We don't say candy, we say chocolate or sweets. We don't say candy. So yeah, it's clearly rubbing off on him. But then, like I said, at the moment it seems that he doesn't have a job, so that might be why he's getting so into things like this, because he has nothing else to do. Sad to see Buffy feeling this way over a guy who does not deserve a second thought from her at all. And I see that, I cannot remember his name because we met him in the first episode and then didn't see him again, I don't think. The guy who works for the professor as a potential love interest for Buffy. And I think that the professor is going to be a bigger role. I said this in the first episode, they really talked a lot about that professor So I think she's going to play a role. It could be that she plays a role as helping Buffy psychologically, because that's the psychology, the psych class, isn't it? And obviously Buffy goes through a lot. You know, she could probably benefit from therapy. That's good Xander, I think. The only one who has it together is Oz. And did I mention in this episode how much I love Oz? Just love him. And again, Willow bringing up her witchcraft. We haven't really seen, I was going to say much of it this season. Have we seen any of it? So yeah, I'm assuming that is going to be a part of the storyline at some point, is her and her magic and what she does with it, because it could be very easy to go in head first and get in over your head, and it could also be very easy to go dark. So yeah, I really like the relationship developing between Xander and Anya, especially because Xander has grown on me this season. I know we haven't seen a lot of him, but when you go back to season 1 and the issues that I had with Xander's character, I wouldn't say he's completely changed, but he's grown up in certain ways, like the way he is with Anya. He's not using her, he's being honest with her about how he feels and what he thinks, and he's being very aware of her feelings as far as he can anyway. Sometimes he's completely, you know, I don't want to say a guy, because that's not fair on guys, you know, stereotype them like that, but yeah, it's a bit like when he said about how he takes what she says literally, as in, you said about moving on or whatever it was, so he took that as her moving on. So it's, yeah, little things like that. But yeah, I like what's developing between the two of them. It would have been very easy for him to manipulate her, take advantage of her, or just use her, which I don't think he's doing. I liked that this episode had a lot of callbacks to previous episodes. Like, they brought up the Halloween thing that Ethan had done. Again, I'd forgotten about Ethan. I love Ethan. With the costumes. There was throwbacks to... Oh, what else was there? I know there were others in the episode that I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's always nice. That continuity of bringing things back. Yeah. And of course I loved the humour of the demon thing being so small. I mean, it was just a nice fun twist on what would normally happen is the demon would manifest. Giles would be shouting about what to do whilst Buffy fights it, and the others try and just get knocked aside, and then Buffy would defeat it. So that was a nice change. So that was Buffy season 4 episode 4, Fear Itself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.